I hope everybody's doing well. I'm fighting this screen a little bit. Happy wonderful Wednesday. And still, as we know, everything reads backwards on YouTube. They don't have a setting for that yet that I know of. So we're going to ignore that, okay? I just want to, all right, let me fix my background. Hope everybody's doing well. And it's Wonderful Wednesday. Whether you're here live or watching the replay, welcome, welcome. And you're welcome to chat below. Type in how you're doing, where you're calling, where you're viewing from, possibly a win that you've had past week. That would be nice if you've had a win, something that worked out well, feeling better on a certain topic, maybe a manifestation or blessing. Feel free to include that below. Currently, I don't see anything in the chat, but if I do, I will mention it here while we're live here. So let me just, I'm doing a lot of hydration lately because I'm in a program that is really underscoring the importance of drinking water. I think a lot of people don't do that enough, and hopefully that's something that could keep everybody a lot healthier. I believe, anyway. So, all right, well, we're going to do some positive affirmation card picks. And where did I put my screen? Hang on one second. Hang on one second. Sorry, I forgot my board. So I had a few people that told me that chose a number between 1 and 31, usually for Halloween, not Halloween, but October. There's 31 days, so I tell people choose a number between 1 and 31. If you are here live now, or if you had told me before the live. I don't do it afterwards. But hi Felix, thanks for being here. Anybody wants to? I'm going to choose a positive affirmation card for people who give a number, or you could just listen to the number and listen to the card picks. These are basically positive mindset, positive affirmation, and law of attraction or mindfulness cards. Thanks for the hearts. Hi Shadow, thank you for being here. And Reed, thank you. And Felix. So this is actually from something called Mindful Messages, this card deck. And I had gotten it on Amazon. So I'm just going to tell you what it says. Hi, Darlene. Thanks for being here. So if anybody wants to choose a number between 1 and 31, feel free to type a number below. 1 and 31, excuse me. Sneeze, sorry. Okay. This is mindful. This is actually just Wednesdays I'm doing. Wednesdays so far at 6 p.m. Eastern. But let's see. So I'm going to write down what people have, numbers that people have chosen. Let's see. And there a few people had told me earlier in the YouTube comments. So yes, right. Start with positive vibes. That's right. So far, I can't do Mondays, but we're doing the middle of the week. So let's see. So some people told me beforehand in the comments before this is airing live. They gave me a number, and I'm going to add those to whatever people are saying live here. So Augustine, thank you for being here. If you want to choose a number between 1 and 31, that's the number. That's how far we're going. Because actually, if I pick a number with a high number, I'll be here counting forever, and it'll go too slowly for everybody. I don't want to put people to sleep. So let's see. So the numbers I have so far on the screen. Oh, Augustine said 0. Okay. So Nelson, who should be here soon, had said 9 and 14. Clem had said 14. Diana had said 13. And Nia, 24. Let's see. Okay. All right, Reed, it's 1 through 31. That is it. If you say if you say 67, I can't do that number. Okay. But anyway, these numbers, it's just a way for me to playfully choose a number of a positive affirmation card. And if it's something, okay, Reed, thank you, 25. And if it's something that resonates with you, maybe it's something you want to consider, even if you did not choose the card, even if you did not choose the number, people watching, if it resonates with you, that any card or all of them, hopefully the message is going to be helpful for you too. Great. Fralaki is an 8. Thank you very much. Okay. And so like when I go to Abraham Hicks events occasionally, their law of attraction lectures, they say when people come to the hot seat to ask a question, that the answer isn't just for them, it's for anyone else in the audience who resonates with that, because we're co-creating this event together, whether live or if you're in the replay, and it will it could be for you too. Okay. All right, so okay, Zainab, it's a number between 1 and 31 only, between 1 and 31. Okay, so I'll read these numbers and we'll see what positive messages are there. Anybody who is sending any messages below that are very negative, you're going to be, hidden your comments. I see there is one of them, so not giving any more focus on that. Okay, so thank you, Zainab. Okay, 25, very good. Okay, so I think we might have to just stick with those numbers because I'm only doing this for about half an hour. So everybody who typed their number in so far, you're in. Here we go. So this is for Nelson and anyone else who resonates with this positive affirmation card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Infinite creativity. Infinite creativity. My pleasure, Zainab. Thank you. Infinite creativity. At any moment, I'm able to tap into an infinite source of energy and creativity within me. Unique ideas flow through, each one capable of blossoming into beautiful creations. Now, I'm not showing the art because I believe there's something about not showing the art necessarily on the screen. But so my interpretation of this message, infinite creativity, that we're always able to tap into an infinite source of energy and creativity within you, within me. That soul is that spark of God within us. From my beliefs and what I've studied, it's that source of God within you that's connected to positive inspiration and creativity. I mean, God is the master artist, created all from the mountains and the people and animals, etc. So if we have a spark of that divine within us, that soul, we have everything that God has in us. It's just that we're in this human shell, so we're not perfect. We're having a human experience, but you could tap into that infinite creativity of your soul, and it says through there you can get unique ideas, and each of those ideas is able to blossom into bigger, more beautiful creations. So that's that one. Okay, 14. Let me see, that was 9, I said, right? 9. Okay, 14. Hello to everybody. Welcome, welcome. Yes, my day's been okay. Thank you. I hope yours has been too. Fralaki, how have you been? If anybody wants to share a win, something positive that happened to you over the past week, maybe a challenge and you overcame it, or something you're grateful for, because the more we focus on what is working and what we do want and what's positive about our lives, what we're most appreciative of in life, the more we radiate that positive energy. And because of the law of attraction, which is part of God's world, universe, in my opinion, the law allow in those positive blessings by, how we're most often focused. So if we're most often focused on the positive, we tend to attract more positive in line of God's blessings. When we're really focused on the negative, you could be standing on $100 bill and you won't even notice it because you're so lost in your thoughts. I actually saw that happen one time, not with $100 bill. I just want to say this story. I saw someone begging for money, unfortunately, at a bus station in Manhattan, and I believe that I think I gave him something, but I also saw he was standing on some kind of paper. It was by a Starbucks. He wound up moving away from that paper or something, and then I went over where the paper was. He had been standing on it while he was looking for donations, and I looked at that crumbled, dirty piece of paper. It actually happened to be a dollar bill. He was standing on a dollar bill while he's begging for money, not realizing he was standing on money. So, that's sometimes what happens when we're so focused on lack and not having enough. We may be distracted with those negative thoughts from getting the thing we want, because we're so focused on, I don't have it, I need it, right? That's called that poverty consciousness. Of course, it's hard for a lot of people. I mean, that situation, it's hard not to be that way, but there's hope for everybody, in my opinion. With God, there's always hope. Okay, 14. So that was 9. Yeah, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, this is for Clem and anyone else who this resonates with. Magic. There is magic and miracles all around me. Where others see coincidence, I see evidence of life synchronicities. I love filling life with wonder and magic. It's way more fun that way. I just realized I did not shuffle the cards. I have to shuffle them because I think I'm pulling similar cards as last time, and this will be better for everybody. Let's see. Okay, let me just do that one over. 14, 1, 2, let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, 14. Inspiration board. If I'm ever feeling down or bored, I spend time creating a vision board to place in my home. I fill it with quotes, pictures, and desires that bring me inspiration and joy. I'm sure a lot of people have heard of vision boards or inspiration boards. If anyone has, I'm curious, maybe type a 1 below or a yes or a thumbs up. I'm curious, have people heard of vision boards in this group here? Because a lot of times it's a way to positively focus on what you do want, on your goals or dream board, your goals or dreams. Could be things that you're grateful for, but that's a helpful, like, craft activity, focal point to remind ourselves to focus on what we do want, or on what is going right in our lives, in our human opinion, so that we attract more positive things and not be looking so much at the negative and attracting more negativity. Let's see, I don't see any more words below, so I'll continue going. Okay, that was 14. 13 is for Diana and anyone else. Okay, this one, I don't like this word spells because I don't believe in spells. This is casting spells, but to me it means, this is just a positive affirmation card deck, but to me what it means is setting intentions. The words I speak and the stories I tell are like, quote unquote, spells or intentions. The words I speak and the stories I tell are like intentions. What I say and believe, I attract more of. So I shift my story from lack to abundance, like we were just talking about, from victim to empowered, and from complaint to gratitude. Again, law of attraction says matching things to your vibration is what you attract. So I shift my story from lack to abundance, from victim to empowered, and from complaint to gratitude. Now, when I speak to others through my words, I am casting beautiful intentions. Beautiful intentions. You want to focus on thinking and saying more positive things about yourself and others to help attract better things. I mean, you can't really attract for others. That's between them and God. But you could get more into the flow of your own blessings that God has for you with the help of our human mindset, because we're not just all soul, we're working in a human body that has a lot of thoughts throughout the day. And when I was a kid, I used to think, am I the only one that has all these like worries and fears and doubts and negative thoughts? No, most people do. That's the human condition. So that's why we also work with, you could do prayers and meditation and positive mind, prayers and meditations, which connect to the spiritual. But we're also working with a human mindset that's having thoughts constantly all day long. So it helps to work with that human part of us to attract, to also get in line with the positive spiritual path and God's blessings. Okay, am I still being heard? It looks like there's, I hope people are, I'm still broadcasting here. Okay, that was 13. Okay, 24 is, let's see. Okay, 24. Oh, there was 14, 15, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, coming my way, coming my way. And it says, this is for Nia and anyone else who resonates with this. Thank you for the thumbs up, people. Thank you very much. Coming my way, unique opportunities aligned with my desires, present themselves to me. I attract all that I need to make my dreams a reality. So coming my way, coming your way, unique opportunities aligned with your desires present themselves to you. To me, that does so when you're in a positive, grateful, appreciative, counting your blessings kind of state. I attract all that I need. God will provide all that you need in various ways to help make your dreams and goals a reality, if that's in the highest, if that's compatible with your purpose, in my opinion, between you and God, your soul and God. Let's see. Thank you so much. Thank you for the positive icons. Okay, we've got 3 more here. If anybody, I still have some time. If anybody wants, to put a number between 1 and 31, feel free. I have 3 here, and then I could fit in a couple more. So I might just do 2 random ones. 25, that was 24, 25. Edge of Greatness. Edge of Greatness. Again, these are from the Mindful Messages positive card deck. They're just like affirmation cards, mindset. Edge of Greatness. The universe is opening doors for me, for you, bringing opportunities my way, your way. I don't crumble at the edge of my greatness. I don't crumble at the edge of my greatness. Like, we could get scared or nervous when our goal or dream intention is starting to work out, and then you start to feel like, oh, I don't know how to handle that. I want this kind of success or this manifestation, but I never had that before. How am I going to do it? How am I going to manage? But this is saying, don't crumble at the edge of your greatness. To me, you've got God and probably a bunch of, angels, a spiritual, positive spiritual team of guardian angels or whatever helping you. And your soul within you, your inner being, as Apex calls it, that is God and part of God, and that's really what's guiding you from within, if you're positive enough and quiet enough to tune into it. I take the opportunities that come and walk through the doors with confidence. Okay, you could be confident because you are, in my opinion, we're each a child of God's, and if you meditate, pray, stay in a positive vibration, have compassion for others, do your best to love yourself and be loving toward others, you'll find coincidences, quote unquote, synchronicities that will lead you to the people, places, and things that you need. If you're all of a sudden in your dream goal and you feel doubtful, you'll get the help that you might feel you need as a timid human sometimes. Okay, so that was 25. That was for Reed and anyone else who resonated with that. Sorry, Reed, I meant to mention your name. Okay, this one is number 8 for Fralaki. And anyone else who resonates? Let's see, 8. Go back there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Self-appreciation. Self-appreciation. And it says, I will find a moment throughout the day that I can dedicate to myself. Self-care and self-love is, part of the name of my channel here, because it's very important for you to take care of yourself first, so you'll have the health, the wellness, the abundance you need to not only take care of yourself, but help other people. So self-appreciation, it says on top here, I am enough. If we could really feel that, feel worthy, a lot of times that's what's missing from not attracting getting the positive goals and manifestations that we've wanted. So I will find a moment throughout the day, each day, to dedicate to myself. This suggests find a comfortable space and bring a pen and paper. I will write a letter of appreciation to myself, where I will pour love into who I am and all that I do. So that's like a self-care, self-appreciation activity example. To write a letter of gratitude or appreciation to yourself about yourself. Or also you could, thank God for all those things as well about yourself, because you are wonderfully made. Okay, and let's see, 25. Oh, I said 25. Zainab, I did 25 earlier. That was the one I just did for that I read also for Reed. Let's see. So that one was right before, about the edge of greatness. The universe is opening doors for you. Go through those doors confidently. Okay, let's see. All right, got to start with positive vibes. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay, that's everything I've got. I'm going to do 2 more random ones, and then we'll wrap up for today. A lot of times I'll be sharing, I share other videos about different learnings I have as someone on the spiritual path and the positive mindset path, especially in my case as a caregiver. I'm a caregiver for my father, but I'm also working on my own business path on the side. I'm also a law of attraction life coach. So that's why I'm sharing these words of encouragement and hope and spirituality, positive mindset, etc., with all of you here. So I hope you'll subscribe. Before I do the last 2 random messages for whoever resonates with these, I hope you'll subscribe if you like the channel. Maybe give me a thumbs up, please, so we get this algorithm bigger and more people can see it. And hopefully at some point you can attend one of my live class events that I'll be having on turning up the fun, on self-care, and on abundance manifesting. So here we go. 2 more random cards for whoever resonates with this. Okay, this one says, the better it gets. Okay, it has a smile and a cloud. The better it gets. When things happen that cause me to feel good, I know there are much more good feeling things coming my way. The better it gets, and I keep rising up. Okay, so when things come that you feel good about, anytime you're feeling good, if you could feel good more often, myself included, like supposedly, as Abe Hicks would say, that spiritual teacher, happiness is, an inside job. We're able to make ourselves feel good. It's really not about other people behaving in certain ways or the world behaving in certain ways to make us feel good. I know it's hard to it's hard to really, you know, understand and agree with that. But ultimately, we have our own ability to choose to focus on the good or on what annoys us. So let's focus on the good, because the better feelings you have, the better and better it gets, because you'll feel better, you'll attract more better feelings because of the law of attraction, and continued increasingly better positive situations, even if those situations were once negative. If a relationship that you know, interaction you had with someone was very negative, but then when you're away from them, like Apex says, practice thinking about their good qualities. If they, you know, if you could think of something, or letting go and letting God, and then maybe the next time you see that person, you'll interact with them when they're in a better mood, or so things will get better. The better it gets, the better it gets, they say, is as you feel better, things get better and better in your life. Okay, and the last one, let's see, one more. Mirror. This is an important principle, especially in law of attraction. In order to change my life outside, I need to change inside. This is sort of what we were just saying. Once I am open to this change, once I'm open to being like, all right, let go, allow things as they are, like, okay, I'm going to put in God's hands, or give people the benefit of the doubt temporarily. Once I'm open to this change, my exterior reality, what the circumstances outside of you, will begin to mirror those new shifts in your mindset about those things or those people, or about life. So once we shift our focus and our perspective on people, places, and things, all of a sudden you'll start to see things shift with those people, places, and things outside of us. Or if there's so big of a difference in vibration, and say you're getting really positive and people are very, very negative, chances are, as the movie The Secret documentary said, you'll zig, and when they're zagging, like, you won't even be in their space, because you're such a different vibration, different energy frequency from the thoughts and feelings that you've been putting out, that if they're so negative, they won't even, like, you know, if you choose to go to, you know, to move to a certain place, turns out, like, you know, or go to certain whatever activity or something, turns out, even if they usually are there, maybe that day they're not there, or they change departments in your company where you work. Things happen like that when you change the inside. Your life outside will mirror your change in mindset. So thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate your time and attention. I hope you'll subscribe and tune in again. I'm doing my best to do these on Wednesdays, currently at 6 p.m. Eastern, and there will be a replay. If you did not give a number at this, you know, during this broadcast, I'm sorry, I cannot give the numbers afterwards, because it's too much work right now. So have a great day. Tune in next time, and thank you so much. Focus on the good, and let's attract more good with God's help. Thanks so much. Bye-bye, everybody.